The Kerala government's decision to hire a law firm close to the Adani family in the state's bidding process for the privatization of the Thiruvananthapuram airport has kicked up yet another political storm regarding the airport's privatization.
ഒരേ സമയത്ത് അദാനിയെ പബ്ലിക്കായി എതിർക്കുകയും അതേ സമയത്ത് തന്നെ പ്രൈവറ്റായി സഹായിക്കുകയും ചെയ്യുന്ന വൈരുദ്ധ്യാത്മകമായ നിലപാടാണ് കേരളത്തിലെ ഗവൺമെന്റ് ഇവിടെ കൈക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഇതൊരു കൊടിയ വഞ്ചനയാണ്.
ഞങ്ങളപ്പോൾ കണ്ടത് പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട പ്രമുഖമായൊരു സ്ഥാപനമാണ് എന്നാണ്. അങ്ങനെയാണ് അവരെ സംബന്ധിച്ച് നിർദ്ദേശം വന്നത്. അവരാവട്ടെ എന്ന് തീരുമാനിച്ചത്. ഇതിനകത്ത് കോൺഫ്ലിക്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ് ഉണ്ടോ? ഏത് സ്ഥാപനവും അത് വ്യക്തമാക്കും. അതില്ല എന്ന് അവർ വ്യക്തമാക്കിയിട്ടുണ്ട്.
So why has the Kerala government's decision to hire Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas created such a storm? We break it down for you. In February 2019, Adani Enterprises won the bid to run 6 airports across India: Thiruvananthapuram, Guwahati, Ahmedabad, Lucknow, Jaipur and Mangaluru in a public-private partnership project. The Adani Enterprises won the bid for the 88-year-old Thiruvananthapuram International Airport with the highest per passenger fee to the Airport Authorities of India of Rs 168. Its closest competitor was the KSIDC, that is the Kerala State Industries Development Board, that had offered Rs 135 per passenger. But an RTI revealed that KSIDC paid Rs 55 lakhs to a legal firm which advised them on the bid, the Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas firm that is based out of Mumbai. The co-owner of the firm, Paridhi Adani, is married to Karan Adani, who is the son of Gautam Adani. Now, the opposition is questioning both the Chief Minister as well as KSIDC as to how they did not know that Karan Adani had close links with the law firm that was advising them. On Monday, this accusation was taken up on the floor of the Kerala Assembly, and Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan lost his cool when the opposition kept interrupting his response.
എന്താ കേൾക്കാൻ വിഷമം? ഒന്നും പറഞ്ഞില്ലല്ലോ. പറഞ്ഞു തുടങ്ങുന്നതിന് മുമ്പ് തന്നെ എന്തോ പറയാൻ പോകുകയാണെന്നുള്ള ധാരണയിൽ എന്തിനാണ് വെപ്രാളം കൊള്ളുന്നത്? അതല്ലേ നടന്നുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. സർ, സാധാരണഗതിയിലുള്ളൊരു സംസ്കാരം കാണിക്കണ്ടേ?
Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan defended his government's decision to avail the services of the firm on the floor of the House.
സർ, സ്വാഭാവികമായും ഒരു സ്ഥാപനത്തെ എൻഗേജ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ആ സ്ഥാപനം അതിന് പറ്റുമോ എന്നാണ് ആലോചിക്കുക. അങ്ങനെ പറ്റുന്നൊരു സ്ഥാപനമാണ് എന്ന് കണ്ടതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ആ സ്ഥാപനത്തെ ഏൽപ്പിച്ചത്. അതിനകത്ത് ഈ പറയുന്ന തുക കോട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നതിൽ ഒരു പങ്കും അവർക്കില്ല. ഈ ലീഗൽ സ്ഥാപനത്തിന് ലീഗൽ വെറ്റിംഗ് മാത്രമേ നടക്കുന്നുള്ളൂ. തുകയുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ടൊരു കാര്യത്തിലും അവർ വരുന്നില്ല.
While the Kerala government's decision to engage this particular law firm is being questioned and has become controversial, the ruling party as well as the opposition are in agreement that the project should not be handed over to Adani Enterprises. The Kerala government's contention is that in 2005, the then Kerala government had handed over acres of land for the development of an international airport to the Airport Authorities of India, with the understanding that this will be considered as state's capital towards the building of an international airport. Now, they also claim that this has been completely ignored. The Kerala government is also accusing the Modi government of unilaterally deciding to privatize the airport. On August 19, Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan wrote a letter to Prime Minister Modi accusing the centre of unilaterally deciding to hand over the airport to Adani Enterprises. In the letter, Pinarayi Vijayan wrote, the assurance was that when the indication of a private player is considered, Government of India would factor in contributions made by the state government for the development of Trivandrum International Airport. They also accuse that this is quid pro quo between the Modi government and the Adanis for handing over an airport that annually earns a profit of Rs 170 crores. The Kerala government has questioned why Adani Enterprises, which has no prior experience in dealing with airports, has been given this contract for developing and running of Thiruvananthapuram International Airport. Civil Aviation Minister Hardeep Singh Puri, in a series of tweets, countered the claims made by the Kerala Chief Minister. He said, If Kerala government is against privatization, then why did it participate in the bidding process? State government was given a fair chance and right of first refusal if their bid was within 10% below the range of the highest bid. However, they bid 19.64% below. It isn't just the centre, but even Congress's Thiruvananthapuram MP Shashi Tharoor has also gone on to say that the Kerala government's complaints are not genuine. He's gone on to make 3 important points in a series of tweets as well as statements that he's released, in fact contradicting his own party's line. Tharoor has asked, why did the Kerala government take part in the bid if they did not want privatization? Why play the game and then cry foul when you lose? Why did Kerala government not act like Tamil Nadu or West Bengal governments that had opted out of privatization bids? Causing much embarrassment and humiliation to his own party, Tharoor has gone on to say that I am speaking in the best interest of my constituency. As its MP, that is my job. The people of Thiruvananthapuram want a first-class airport worthy of the city's history, status and potential. In this context, a decision, however controversial, is preferable to a long delay we have suffered. The reality is that a private entity running the operations competitively is the only way this airport could flourish. Meanwhile, the Kerala government has moved the Kerala High Court with a plea seeking a stay on the centre's decision. The plea reads, the decision to lease out the airport under the PPP model for 50 years comes at a time when the petition against it is pending in the Kerala High Court. But with multiple allegations and counter-allegations, the airport-related controversy has become yet another political headache for the Pinarayi government. Will Pinarayi be able to convert this into a centre versus state debate and gain support from the people? Or will the KSIDC engaging Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas become a bigger headache for the government?